Hello everybody and welcome to the Hungarian Grand Prix. I've got buffering off on the wet for some reason. I'm pretty sure that's just glitch. Yes, it's actually not giving me the correct cars here. So Tobias now going for the first lap of him, and I think he's, I don't know if he's got the lap correctly there. So jetpack is invalidated. And Ferg's back in Division 1 this weekend, so he's going to look to put up a good fight and strong pace. Tobias going to set the benchmark. Is it going to invalidate? No, it's not, and it's going to be a... Oh, it is actually. It's going to be purple sector 2, but he is going to invalidate. We've got Velocity going on a lap. We've got Rom actually going on. He's just set up purple sector 1. He's about to go to the chicane. Nicely done. Oh, and he actually has a short shift there. I think he's lost valuable tenths. And Archie is on a lap, but Rom has set 2 purple sectors. See if he can deal with the fast lap, because he is looking. It's going to look like he is on provisional. He's going to have the fastest time for Q1. So if it's not going to invalidate from here, it could go wide. Going to pop up with the deeper, pop up with the DRS quick, and that's him setting the benchmark with the 116.4. Oh, and Tobias! And Tobias is out now. And he will be starting from the back of the grid. With that crash, his tyres come off, and it's a bit of debris on the track. Yannick does manage to avoid that. And Sparks as well coming from the barriers. So that leaves Mercedes. One Mercedes at the top of the score of the timing screens, and Tobias, the other one, left there at the bottom. We're very glad that we've just caught that crash. Both of them are on the wet. I have both Alfa Romeos. I'm not sure what's going on. It's probably some sort of joke. But Velocity's already set a lap. Archie's coming behind them. Gallery set a purple sector 1. Now there's yellow flags waved for Rom, who's low on fuel. So Velocity coming behind him, he steps off the track to let him pass. And we're back on the hot lap with Gallo. Yellow flags waved everywhere, probably due to low flag. Matter of disruption. Rom is pushed down to P3. KB setting a lap of P6. I'm buffering the fellas at a quicker lap than Archie, despite being on wets for whatever reason. I still cannot find out. It's interesting by Alfa Romeo. Put it on the wets for Q1. Maybe it's a wet race and it's been a miscommunication, but I would have put them on Q2. Jacob's out and he's invalidated. I am focused brought out the yellow flags. He's gonna make it back to the pit lane. Scallard now he goes back into pits. KB is on a lap. All cars through the Q2 at the moment anyway, because except for Tobias of course, because he spun around and he's destroyed his car. So I wouldn't really be shedding a lap at the moment. Yeah, it looks like all cars are gonna pit. Rick's gonna set a lap just in case the game decides to somehow eliminate him, and Rom's cut across the track to get to the pit quicker. So everyone is in the pit lane except for Rick, who's actually going to start a lap. Purple sector 1 for Rick. It's just going to show us a lap of the potential world champion and the new champion of Formula V. He's coming off the last 2 races. He's won. See if he can do it again here and have his dominant run continue. I've got 10 minutes of a pointless Q1 as Rick sets purple sector 2. And it looks just too easy for him. He's now going to go around the last corner. It's an open the DRS and he's probably going to go, he does go quicker by 5/10 up on a jetpack. There's probably going to be a few cars that go out just to, I don't know, kind of just like bragging rights, but it could be a massive risk. So another car has come out. I'm not sure who's come out. So Ricky's going to stay there as the fastest time in Q1. It's been yellow flags waved from the Mercedes. Oh, and that's both cars out. Oh, and that's Rom stopped on the side of the track. Because of a pointless lap. So that is terrible for Mercedes and is pointless. It wasn't very good. It was a bit of a stupid decision to go out, and Rom has spun it once again. Q2, Rick's retired. He's not out. He's just tired in the pit lane. Ferk's lost a tire. So that's a Red Bull out now. That's nearly all cars through to Q3. So the top two teams in real life are not going to go through to Q2, despite all cars supposing to go through to Q2. But I think all cars are going to retire from the session now to speed up the process. So that's we've got no other Red Bull. So Red Bull and Mercedes, there will be no Red Bull and Mercedes on the track for the next 20 minutes. The Lock City pit. That's why they're on wets, because it's pointless. But they are risking something. They could have crashed something on the wets. Ferk is last. Okay, wait for it. Oh, and Young Shot spun it, and he's lucky to not lose a tire. And he's not lucky. He's quite lucky that the settings haven't been mistaken this week, or else that would have been him out of qualifying completely. And I'm sure he's gonna pit after that, as he is a little bit frightened. So there's no tier 2 stream. Not sure what's happening there. That would have been nice to watch instead. At the moment of Q1. We've got just 4 left to retire. All cars are meant to be retiring at the moment. You know, I'm not sure if these retirements are crashes or, you know, there's a chance that there could have been like crashes. So Chris is left to retire. Oh no, we do have another Red Bull on the track. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna retire now. And that is Q1 over, as all have progressed to shootout to the Q2 as a second qualifying session. Apart from those who have crashed in Q1. So it's gonna leave us with only about two drivers left in the drop zone. So that's 2 drivers that will be out of the session, out of Q2. Alright, so that is qualifying session number 2. I was going to see 2 drivers in the drop zone, which will end up being both Ferraris. I'd say. Jacob's going to crash after in his first on his out lap. I'm trying to think of the worst, bad as possible verdict for him. Alright, so the first set of lap time will not be Chris, invalidated. It's actually going to be a Haas driver, going to be KB. So let's see his out lap. Opens the air straight away. Everyone on the mediums except for him, so he's extremely worried about getting through to Q3 despite there only being 2 drivers being dropped. So we're going to take turn 1 and turn 2 pretty smoothly and pretty nicely as he just gets up to the apex. He's taken the racing line there. Oh! And that is not a nice thing to see for me, as that is my only driver out on track today, and he spun it. Oh. He is gonna get some talking to after the race. No, I'm joking. Ed just left the session. So that is now only one spot occupied for it's only one spot occupied for the drop zone. Now, who would you say would be? Young Shots hasn't been doing too well in the past few weeks. I don't think yet. So the Jetpack's gonna set this lap. He's of course gonna go top of the timings, but Chris is gonna come through and he's gonna absolutely destroy that by 1 second. And next across the line is nobody yet. Actually, that's only in the out lap. It's Josh Tomo. Next across the line will be Buff Reno felt, but he's actually he started his out lap. Galloway's gonna, I think, cross the line, and he's gonna go P4. Now there's a yellow flag around Jetpack, but that's been cleared up, and there's now a green flag. Rick is next to cross the line, and he does not beat his own, I don't even know what it is, his own team, his own clan or whatever. He doesn't actually beat his time. He's 3 thousandths off his time. I don't even know if I can actually do that, because the lap he said last time was nearly the same. So now a yellow flag involving Jetpack due to fuel. It's actually Ferrari of Yannick who's pulled over. Jetpack's back into the pits. Maybe he thinks that's the best he can do. That's definitely not the best he can do, actually, because he's just second off the pace, and normally he's of course less than a second off. I think Jetpack is went into pits because there's only one now can be dropped from the qualifying. Next across the line is Yannick, followed by Jacob's gonna cross the line with a P3, 6/10, 7/10 off the pace, and now he's gonna go for a cool down lap. He's ran out of fuel, I'm pretty sure. So Josh Tomo will be next across the line. I think he's 15 seconds, so he will not cross the line. He will not actually cross the line. He'll go into the pit lane as fuel, or he could end up missing the pit lane somehow. So we've got nobody actually setting a lap at the moment. Nobody is on track setting a lap. Looks like Archie hasn't set a time. That could be him at the bottom, but I don't think so, because he is. I think he's away. Maybe it's gonna set a lap time, and it could. Bufferino is the driver at risk here if Archie decides to top his time and to even set a time. He's on the soft as well, so Buffer Info is in a little bit of threat. Archie is gonna set a lap now. Just gonna go out for his out lap. Everyone now is in the pit lane. So Archie's the only one out on track. He's the driver very much at risk. He's in the drop zone. Hopefully he does not spin it, otherwise that would just be an end. Actually, him spinning it would not be too bad, because then we get into Q3 straight away now. So he likes to take a little bit of curb on the chicane, looks like, and most drivers prefer to not do that. So everyone in the drop zone is on the softs. 2 on the drop zone are on the softs, surprisingly, with their quicker tire. Galloway's gonna come behind Archie as well, which is set to the next time, in case someone decides to blow it out. Jetpack is gonna set a time after that as well, as we Archie now open the DRS and into the first turn. It's gonna be a smooth braking point, just braking at the 50-meter board. Very nice apex. Runs diagonally at the curb. Turn 2 now is he's going to stick very tight into the inside. He's going to take the outside line there, It's gonna turn in. He's gonna go full throttle where KB it crashed. That's a purple sector 1. Could it be him on fastest timing of Q2? Actually hasn't had the chance to show his potential yet, because we do know he is a very good driver. Most leagues that he does participate in, he does end up doing very well in them, and even becoming the champion. So let's see if it is a purple sector 2, and he's going to set a purple sector 2 as well. Could this be him beating Chris and Rick's time? So after this turn, he's done everything right now, and nearly goes in the pit lane and invalid. I'm not sure if that would be an invalidation or not. He's very tight in, and that's a very nice. Oh, and the throttle's a bit dodgy there. Is he gonna go top? He actually goes third. He's 3/10 off that last couple of corners. Lost him a little bit of time, but Gallery will be next across the line. He's 1/10 off his time before. Gallery driving very smooth and less aggressively, but a little bit more conservative. Takes no curb there, goes wide and invalidates. So Jetpack is going to be next across the line. The Alpine is pretty quiet. Archie's going for another lap again. Okay, looks like he's not. Or is that just him driving very smoothly? Alright, no, he's not going to go for another lap. But Jetpack will be next across the line. Can he improve on his time? He's going to go around the hairpin. He's done everything right there on that hairpin. He's done very close. Oh, and he's had to catch a little bit of spin there. But of course he's going to do better than that time. He's going to open the DRS straight away. And he's going to cross the line to set to go P4 with a 116.4. He's always P4 in the races. Josh Tomo is comfortable with his lap, and he will retire from the session in the pit lane. Archie is either going to pit. Archie will pit. He's happy with his lap. Going to be starting. He's going to go into the shootout with P3. I'm not sure if Gallo is on a flyer. I don't think so, as he's got a fuel warning, so I don't think he can go for flyer. But he's actually set a purple sector 2, so maybe he is on a flyer, and I think he actually might skip past the pit lane, because there's not really a need for him to pit and continue on his qualifying session, as he's going to keep going, and he's going to run the bend now perfectly. Conservative on the throttle and perfect. Is he going to go top? He's going to go P5, just behind Jetpack. And Bufferino Phil now is left in the relegation zone, very much at risk. Looks like Gallo's on another lap. He wants to improve on that. It's nothing. It's still a green sector 1. It could even be a red. Young Shots is now going to come out, as he is a driver very much at risk. Bufferino Phillips probably went away thinking that was a alright lap, but he's the bottom 3 that are still in the session, apart from ones that are retired from the race in the pit lane, are about a second off the pace nearly, as Galley brings out the yellow flag. He's low on fuel. I'm not sure what's going on there. He's going to probably pit and stay there, and Rick is retired. Bufferino Phil is still sat in the pit lane. I don't even know if he can get another lap. Well, Young Shots is not happy with that. He's invalidated. Velocity, not very ahead of Young Shots. Velocity is a race winner in Formula V, so after this lap we'll see if he's going to make the charge to get himself out of risk. Bufferino Phil still in the pit. That's his qualifying session over. He will not progress to the shootout. because there's no chance that he's going to get a lap in now. Yes, so that is this qualifying session finished, and the finish runner will go as Young Shots is through, unless he will spin it on the slap. But let's see if he does. Veloxi's on our lab as well. He's gonna. Oh, and Young Shots, and he has spun. He's taken too much curb there, and he's gone wide, and he's run wide. He's run off the track, and he's spun. So it is a worry, it is a concern. I think it's going to go back to the pit lane, as he knows now that Buffering and Phil still in the pit lane. We've got 20 seconds left to go in the qualifying session. Everybody is in the pit lane. Young Shots is going to complete his... Oh, and he spun again. His tyres are absolutely crying for help. And if I was him, I would just stop and go slow, because he's only going to hold on for another few seconds. So checkered flag is out. Young Shots looking ready, and now we can get ready to see some real laps for pole position. So far all qualifying sessions have not been the best. But Q3 we will finally get to see a decent qualifying session with only 10 minutes there left to go until race. So Chris is fastest in Q1 and Q2. Can he plays ahead of Rick, so if he can set a time like this, we could see him on pole position. And Red Bull's new driver. It's a fresh lineup. So it's Kieran gone, complete out of the server, and Gleaming gone from Red Bull. Completely new lineup mid-season. So we've got we're all on the softs, of course, for Q3, and Chris is going to be the first to come out, unless Rick wants to come out now. So Chris is going to be the first. So all cars are coming out right now. Is an unsafe release from Josh Tomo, I believe. Oh, actually, Chris is not going to be the first one to head out. It's actually going to be Josh Tomo. It's like a formation lap here with everybody out in track. And actually, Gallo is going to lead the pack out. If Gallery crashes, right now we could see a major pile-up, which wouldn't be good. So as we know, Archie does take a lot of curbs on the chicane. It's a 5-place grid penalty for Jetpack. With Velocity's not going to be very happy about that. And Gallo is nearly began his hot lap. And Jetpack, Archie's only come out just now. It's a smart choice. No more grid penalties. Wouldn't be a grid penalty for him. To yellow flag in sector 3. I'm not sure what's happened, but Gallo, it's all clear, and Gallo is now going to start his lap to set the benchmark for the rest of the pack. Smooth turn 1, takes a little bit of curb, gets the car rotated nicely, middle of the track, and he's going to brake just before the 50-meter board, sticking nice into the grey pothole area. There's another track hazard, but it's been cleared. That's purple sector 1, of course. But Josh Tomo will be next across the line after him. And there's a yellow flag in sector 1. I think Velocity's hit Chris. I think Rick's has actually set up purple sector 1 there, which is a bit strange, and Gallows set up purple sector 3, of course. I'm not sure what just happened there. There's another yellow flag. I'm not sure what's going on. Yannick set up purple sector 1 as well. Looks like all their laps have been interrupted as Gallows going to cross the line. I think somebody just went off there. But Gallows going to cross the line, of course, and then Josh Tomo will come behind him. And is he going to top the time? And he's going to top the time with a very nice lap of a 1:15.5. That was a very decent lap. Chris is going to be next across the line, as we did set a very nice time in Q2. Is he going to go top? He's going to go with P3 actually. His lap was interrupted. Jacobs invalidated. Young Shots are going to be behind him. Next across the line. He's gonna beat Chris's time. Rick is gonna pit, so we haven't seen a time yet from him. Jetpack's gonna set a time. He actually went into the pit lane. So Gallo is back on a flyer, but he's got low fuel, so I think he's gonna pit. Josh Tomo also on low fuel. Young Shot's not. Young Shot's with the 1:16.1, not bad. He's not going to go purple on that sector. That's a very nice corner there from him. Taking the floor of the car, scraping the floor of the car on the curb. So we've got Gallo pitting. So to cross the line next will be Chris, who set a purple sector 2. I'm not sure if he's going to go to the pit lane after that, because it's a very nice lap. He locks up a little bit there. He's not going to dive into the pit lane. He's going to go round, and he's going to open up DRS. Let's see where he's gonna go. He's gonna set a 1:14.6. That is a very nice lap from Chris. And Velocity is still P3. Young Shots pitting, followed by Yannick, who set a purple sector 2. Is he gonna dive into the pit lane, or is he gonna set a lap? He's only set this is his first lap setting. And Yannick is set a P3. Archie dives into the pit lane. Spectator drivers who haven't set a fast lap yet. Yeah, I'm trying to, but then like most of them are just invalidated, like Rick. But that's only his out lap actually. I think Velocity is 6 seconds off. So Chris next across the line. He's gonna dive into the pit lane. Jacob is gonna probably go into the pit lane. And the McLaren and the Red Bull getting a little bit close. Velocity overtakes him for no reason in the pit lane, which is a bit uncalled for, as it wasn't really deemed necessary. We've got 5 minutes left to go in the qualifying session, in the shootout. Let's see who's going to get on pole. At the moment it looks like Chris with a very nice lap, stonking lap. Verick is on the lap. He's going to try to top that time of his own clanmate. He's going to set a purple sector 1. And he's going to take that curb. He gets a little bit over there, just a tiny bit. It's not very noticeable, so it's not going to affect him. He's got Jetpack followed as well behind him. Takes a little bit of curb. It doesn't take too much curb actually. Takes curb there, to give him that extra boost that would. If he set the purple sector 2, he could. The sector 3 is where people lose their time. Well, he set 2 purple sectors. Is he going to top Chris's time? It all comes down to 2 corners here. He's staying very tight into there. He's gone a little bit wide. He's short shifted. And he's nearly hit the pit lane wall. Now open DRS. That looks like pole position. Oh, and it's second. It's second. He's 1/10 off the pace of Chris. But Jetpack is next across the line. Will Rick have this lap next? We've only got 2 DRS zones in Hungary, so there won't be too much overtaking. So and Jetpack. Don't know if that will hinder his time too much. Yeah, the Alpine is very quiet. Sounds. Jetpack goes P4 always. He's always P4's. You know, it's like always his spot. He's always coming P4 in qualifying. Gallo's going to be next to set a lap with Rick coming behind him. Opens the DRS, crosses the line, up for P7, not much of an improvement. So Rick will be next. I think he's actually going to the pit lane, and there's a little bit of a... I'm not sure what just happened there. But there has been a yellow flag waved. So Rick's going to go into the pit lane. Anyone on a lap, on a challenging lap. Josh Thomas going to come out to improve on that, which we know he can. I'm not too sure about what's a good time around here, so I'm just paying attention to this. Takes no curb on that chicane. Comes down to the twisty section of the track. Goes off, does not invalidate. You don't normally get track limits there if you go off completely and then just come back on. No purple sector. And now it comes out sector straight. I think he's gonna go into the pit lane. There's now been a yellow flag waved. It's not a bad one. I think he's gonna go into the pit lane. Yeah. Gallo will now he will go into the pit lane. That'll leave Chris with gonna start at time now. Jacob's coming out to challenge for a much better lap. So we've got Archie on the lap. There's no purple sector for him just yet. Doesn't take any curb. It does take a little bit of curb, but not too much. So what's happened here? Jacobs just let him past. Oh, and Archie does take, due to him taking so much curb on that chicane every time, he does end up doing. Archie has spun and wrecked his race a few times in the first two races. So taking curb on that chicane that's gonna first of all get tire degradation on him, and it's also gonna maybe result in a spin. The tires will be worn out, so he could have to go for a two-stopper to do his driving style. Only 1 minute left in the session. Archie's gonna get one more lap after this if it is not good enough. Opens there. It looks like a very solid lap to me, clean. He says a time actually, and he's at the bottom. I'm not sure what's going on, but he's got one more lap to do this. And Rick's also going to have one more lap to challenge for pole position, because he's been on pole every single time this season. Yannick invalidates. He's going to have to go for another lap. Rick's still on an lap. He's going to... He's slowed down a wee bit before he starts his lap. But now Rick is on a challenge for pole position, and he's going to start his lap. Nicely down to turn 1. Brakes just a little bit late there. Takes a little bit of curb. DRS open. Not the best exit there, but let's see, is he going to improve? Because he needs to improve by 1/10 here. Siski wants to commentate with you. Okay. Siski, can you add my PSN? Oh, and Rick's invalidated after setting a purple sector 1, which will end up, which is leading him to not be on pole position, and that's going to be Chris on pole position, unless, and Archie's actually going to start 10th just in the points. Young Trots crosses the line. Actually, he's got one more lap. He's got one more lap to do it. And Jacob is gonna set the time. DRS open. Let's see what it's gonna be for Jacob. It's no improvement for him. We've still got Jetpack on the flyer to beat Jacob's time and be in the podium as places for the beginning of the race. So we've got many on their last chance here. Jetpack has dropped down to P5 after Josh Tomo gets up to P3 on his last lap. Where's he going to place? Is it going to be Jacob's time? He's not. But Galloway's going to look to improve. Where's he going to come? He opens DRS. Where's he going to place? Oh, and it's P3 for Galloway. What? That's a nice lap. He's putting AlphaTauri up there today. This week. That's a stonking lap from Galloway. That's a very impressive lap. That's P3. I'm sure AlphaTauri are very proud of him. I'll try to add you back now. So that is the finishing order, and that will be the grid for our. That will be the top 10 grid for our race. Oh, sorry, I didn't have my notifications on. I will add you now. Right, so Siski's gonna commentate with us. Right, so it's lights out for the formation lap. Any crashes on the formation lap? Any disqualifications?
Hello?
Do.
Ah, hello.
Oh, Chris has no helmet on, it says on the game.
Would you like me to? Would you like to send me an invite to the lobby, please?
Oh yeah, right. It's showing Chris has no helmet.
Like, it's really weird. Because if you see the helmet, you just see a balaclava. It's kind of fun.
Right, does that happen from his perspective?
Yeah. Depending if he can see his helmet or not. Or should do. Haven't we?
So Yannick and Velocity have tagged each other.
Let's hope we don't glitch in the lobby.
Yeah.
That would be nice. Assuming we're still on the formation lap, I'll let you conduct the race start.
Alright.
Since for this you're technically main commentator, I'm the
It's my spot now.
yeah,
For this weekend.
Okay, God, we need to get into the race. Do I stream? No. There you go, fine.
I shit, it's saying that's like internet's been.
Yeah, we got it all. Cool. Right.
I don't think we'll shut off. Let me just make sure I don't have any downloads on first.
Aye. Right, cool. Also, Chris put it on pole, I've seen.
Yep. Has Kieran got pole this season?
Kieran got pole earlier today, yes.
Alright.
116. Oh, sorry, 115.7. I think he got.
Alright, so we've got a new pole. We've got a new pole sitter for this race. And it's going to be Chris on pole ahead of Rick. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights for the 400-meter dash from pole position to turn 1. We've just got 2 drive-through penalties for jump starts. Chris gets away well, good start. Rick tries to push him up. Rick does not get a very nice start for him. Josh Tomo still alongside in P3. We've got no crashes just yet. As Jacob now tries to...
There's a massive crash, massive crash. It's about 5 to 6 cars.
Both Mercedes have gone tumbling down the order. And Mercedes and Rom's onto the grass. Right, grass is overtaken. Rom's overtaken on the
further at the front. Chris and Rick, they kept their position. Jacobo's into P3.
Oh, and Rick
Tom and Macy positions into P4.
Rick just catches a bit of a slide there. He's lost a little bit of time.
To be honest, there's been a fair few surprising positions up and down the field. Because there's a fair few damages. Aston Martin both had damage. Enfuck's got no front wing at the back, and there's just loads of people just scrambling for positions. Rom has no front wing at the back. It's been a horror lap one for him.
Jacob is still in. He's back in the talk of the front line.
He is, but I think that's going to fade very, very quickly.
And KB just retired from the session. He's stopped on the track.
I'm not going to be surprised if that's a safety car. I'll be honest.
Will the safety car come out on lap 1? No safety car. Not even
safety
a VSC.
Has not come out on lap 1.
And Chris hits a fast lap.
Very surprised. I think it's going to be sort of Rick chasing Chris this entire race, in my opinion. I think it's going to be a battle of ERS, because I commentated on Kieran's racing league earlier. It was a battle on ERS because Jetpack was racing earlier and was racing in someone in our league. He had 50% more ERS, and it just proved if you pitted on the same lap, it's just the ERS advantage. That,
we've only got 2 DRS zones, so ERS is gonna. We've only got a few overtaking spots as well in Hungary.
We do. So ERS is literally really going to be the power trip, and I say that Chris and Rick, they
Eds
are.
Is on the. It's in the Aston Martin for some reason.
Who? Sorry.
It's Chukastra is in the Aston Martin at the back. I'm not sure what's happened there.
I also don't know what's happened there, but we know he's in an AlphaTauri, so we'll go along with it.
Rick is out of the DRS zone. He's back in now. Jacob is losing time. He's lost another second.
He has coming further back. There's a battle for 4th and a battle for 6th going on between Josh Tomo and Archie, and Bufferina Phil and Jetpack.
Oh, and Archie does nearly try to send it down there. Back short.
Yeah. But you can see already, if you look on Jacobo's ERS, he's had significantly less ERS than the likes of Josh and Archie. There's about 30% difference here, which will really impact the rest of the race.
Yeah, they're looking to attack him here.
I don't think there's going to be a move done.
I don't think that,
Josh braked a little bit earlier.
They've got Jacob in front of them, so they can't really send it.
No, I don't think, because if they do, they'll probably cause a car crash there.
Rick is he's jumped out of DRS zone for a second.
Yeah, he's jumping in and out of DRS. I think by the looks of things, it's looking like Rick's quicker on straights.
And we have a VSC now.
And that's an Aston Martin.
Young
Shots is out.
He's out, and that's caused a VSC now.
Young Shots is completely out.
I'm not sure what's happened to him.
I think he's had a spin. There's a lot of oversteer looking to happen. The end of turn 3. So if you catch a bit of the grass there, it's very easy to just lose the car and hit the barrier. Yeah, see, that's what's happened. There's been a complete loss of control.
He spun about 3 times there in qualifying. And we're racing once again. Green flag waved. VSC ending.
May I just say that Josh has been caught napping by Jacobo on the safety car restart. Archie's now in prime position here to make the overtake.
Archie does. Is Josh Tomo going to fight back down the inside?
Outside.
Oh, and Josh Tomo doesn't.
Josh has to concede there. It's a very good move from Archie. I don't think he could do anything about it, but hopefully Josh could come back, and then we'll see a little battle from these two later in the race. Rick is also within now 7/10 of Chris, showing he's had a little bit of a safety car restart than Chris. And obviously these 1/10, 2/10 of a second, it means everything in this little battle between these two, because obviously these two are incredibly quick drivers.
He's still staying in a DRS zone, DRS range. So he's got 20% less ERS. Jacob lost now 4 seconds.
Yeah, Jacobo is like 46% compared to Archie 81, and Josh is even on 78. Like, if I was Jacobo, he's kind of a sitting duck at this point. Even though he has still a chunky amount of ERS, it's not going to be enough compared to Archie with DRS.
He's really
and
separated
DRS.
from the field. He's at the front of the big pack.
I think the best of the rest. I'll say that.
And Rick and Chris are in a battle of their own.
Yeah.
Rick has the fastest lap, so he's going quicker. Is he going to send one down the next turn 2? He brakes slightly later.
We'll have a look. Archie's not going to use any ERS. Jacobo's now on 20% ERS. There's 50% difference between 3rd and 4th. Ooh.
Archie's now going to not send down to 2, but Jacob is about. Eventually they're going to get him.
We'll hope so, but Rick is actually gaining a lot more on Chris now, because it's about 6/10, so you can tell Rick's starting to get into his flow of things and trying to catch Chris. Now, could be an overtake on the next few laps, who knows?
I'm sure Jacob's underfueled his car for this race. So he knows that turn 3 was a little bit dodgy and he's going to get a safety car.
Yeah, I think he's underfueled his car because he's expecting a safety car.
So that is why the ERS is dropping. He always does that.
Yeah. Well, Hungary is not a track where you want to be dropping ERS. You want to try and save as much as possible and use it as little as possible. Patience is really, really key around here, because obviously mistakes are pretty much imminent to happen at the Hungary.
And if you're trying to overtake someone, you could find yourself stuck behind that car for a few laps. Before getting past.
If you picture in real life, Alonso versus Hamilton. Hamilton was in a much quicker car. He just couldn't do anything against Fernando Alonso's defending, purely because of the of just the track space.
Rom's pitted from. He's been lapped already, and he's pitted for the 2nd time. That's his race over.
Yes,
pretty much.
Yeah, I think that's Rom's race. Pretty much out the bin. As Bufferino, Phil and Jetpack, they're going side by side, going through turn 2. Bufferino, Phil's been sent a long way around from Jetpack.
Oh, and Jetpack still
Phil has to concede.
Jetpack still doesn't back out of that. I would have backed out of that.
Lovely move from the Dutch driver in the Alpine.
I would have backed out of that. If I was Jetpack.
And he did the same thing earlier in Kieran's league. He went the long way around turn 2 and he sent it into turn 3, and the other guy just had to back out purely because Jetpack was sending it, and he's retired.
Oh, and that's another retirement for Jetpack. That's another retirement, and it's a full safety car.
We were talking so highly of him, and all of a sudden it comes crashing down.
Oh, and he's. So we're now going to get a safety car, which allows Jacob to be a little bit safer.
Yeah, but Rick pit onto the safety car. Chris has stayed out. So's Jacobo. But what is Rick going to pit onto?
Chris has stayed out, which is not the best decision.
Yeah, it's okay.
Rick's put on the hards.
Rick is on hard.
Jacob,
he will come out in net P2 unless Gao, I think, is staying out. He'll come out in P2.
Jacob's going to go on the hards once again. Looking for a one-stop.
Yep. Josh is on hard. Archie's on medium. So Archie's on medium, so he's going for a different strategy. Phil's also on hard. Tobias is on hard. Veloxy coming in. I'm assuming he's going on to hards. Fair few of these guys are going on to hards here.
So M4 is quite lucky. Does a safety car come as he's not going to get lapped now. It's going to allow him to catch up. So Rom's going to be stuck behind Chris, so that's going to give Rick be stuck behind Rom.
I was about to say Rick's going to have 2 cars to overtake. One of them will be a lapped car, and actually one of them will be on track, which will be Gao. And technically, because it's only 7-lap-old mediums, I believe. Let me just. It's 6-lap-old mediums. So because it's 6-lap-old mediums, the mediums will have the tyre advantage still until maybe lap 20.
So we've got medium. We're gonna mix of medium and hard for now. None on the soft.
So the strategy here really is medium to hard if you can do it. Well, mediums to softs is probably the best, but softs don't last long around here, maybe 9-10 laps. So if you can really stretch it, maybe just gun through all the safety cars, and who knows, you can maybe pull it off.
Oh, and Archie and Josh Tomo have, and that's a penalty for Archie.
Is there been damage towards Josh? Is Josh going to pit or Archie actually?
No, there's no damage. There's been no damage. It was from the side. Bit of wheel bang going on.
Yeah, but Josh is going to give Archie the position. Which is
it looked like Josh has hit him.
I think Archie might be reporting that in the race control potentially.
Probably will get a position removed.
I think yeah, he'll get his penalty removed more than likely, and it's happened again.
What is happening?
It's happened again.
Not sure what is going on.
They've hit each other, but I'm not sure it's going to be a penalty. It was
no
a
penalty.
Josh straight to the back. But who knows?
So Gallo is going to be in front of Rick. So I got 2 cars to overtake now.
He will be. If you know, I'm going to place you in the race. If you were any of these cars right now, which car would you like to be in currently, in terms of position-wise?
I'd like to be in Jacob's position at the moment.
Why?
I think because these Rick's gonna he's trying to get past these 2 cars, and then it allows Jacob to pick up the scraps if he can get a good restart.
That's fair enough. If it was me, I would go with Rick. Obviously, it's a pretty obvious choice for me. You know, you've got Gal up ahead, who's he's a very quick driver. Obviously, as we saw in qualifying, I think he picked up P3 if I'm not mistaken. He had a good start, but he's got in a few laps. He's going to have less of a tyre advantage than Rick.
And safety car is going to come in
straight away. But who knows? We will see on the restart, people.
I wouldn't like to be Gaz. He hasn't stopped yet.
And also, he'll probably get bogged down the order pretty quickly by Rick.
And there's a penalty.
Chris has got a penalty.
And the lapped cars. The lapped cars made him get a penalty.
Whoa, Rom is getting anxiously close.
Chris is
yet again.
Chris is he's backing up the pack. He's slowing the pace a lot. On Rom.
He's gone, and he's caught Rom napping. But Gal's got to get past him straight away. Rick is going to be stopped by behind Rom here in the first corner.
Is Rick going to get past
with an amazing restart?
Rick's going to go running outside of Gallo. He's not going to get the move. Oh, yes, actually, he's wheel to wheel with him.
Rick. Rom's boxing Gal in. He can't do anything.
Rick's overtaken him.
Has got the position.
Rom is holding him up.
Rom's holding him up. Yeah, I was about to say Rom's holding him up. He took the words out of my mouth pretty much perfectly. Rom's got to move because of blue flags. He's moved because of blue flags for Rick.
Oh, Rick is out of DRS now. He's got a little bit of work to do.
I haven't even noticed, but Archie's got Jacobo on the start.
Someone's gone tumbling down the order. I think a Aston Martin someone just pulled out.
I think Schuskra might have been. Oh, Josh Tomo. Oh no, Josh Tomo went 11th. Went from 6th to 11th. He's had a horror restart. It looks like. But to comment on earlier, Archie's actually got Jacobo on the restart here, and Jacobo is going under swarming pressure here from the Mercedes of Tobias. He's trying to look for the position now on Jacobo.
If I was Rom, I would probably retire at the moment.
Who knows? There is obviously still time for the race to pick up, but he's not in the best position. Obviously, I think if he finish, I don't know. Is it normal point scoring systems in this league?
Yeah.
Because I know in different. Yeah, cool. Right, I was about to say. Because in different leagues, if you finish, you get points. That's how it works. Josh Thomas has pitted, so since he has got damage. Oh, whoa! Hang on. It's just glitched, and it's put him back out on track.
Alright, I'm not sure.
And now it's
happening.
Chris and Rick are.
Oh, and the pit lane. It looked now it's like glitching. The pit lane men have like came out. The pit crew have came out quite fast.
It said Josh is in the lead.
Yeah, it's glitched.
Yeah, that's definitely a glitch. Is that coming up on your screen too?
Yep.
Cool. Right. It's not just mine then. I thought it was my PlayStation. I'll be honest.
Well, it's not too glitched as we do know the order, apart from Josh just in front, so we can ignore that.
Josh would be in front of Rom. Whoa, Rom's got 5-second penalty for ignoring blue flags. Oh, but Jacobo is losing a lot of time to Tobias up ahead. DRS has been enabled by the leading pair of Chris and Rick. Now the timings are back to normal, which is good.
Not yet for me.
For me, it's back to normal, but it's I can give you some updates. It's around 4 seconds from Rick to Gal, and then they're all kind of very bunchly, very closely spaced. Here, it's about
they're quite close.
It's very, very close here between Velocity and Tobias. I thought he might have gone for a move there because he broke so late. But for some reason, I think Chris has had a little bit of a mare here because Rick is within 3/10 of him here.
Yeah, Rick is going to get him on the next DRS zone, I'd say.
I think he will. I think what I've said about tyre advantage, I think that may have gone out of the window because Rick is looking at these tyres and he's looking at them, and I think he's making them act as if they're soft. He's pushing so hard on them.
Jacob has dropped down to P5 with Archie just in front of him.
Yeah, I commented on that. He got him on the restart going down to turn 1, I believe, with all the carnage because...
There's a yellow flag waved.
A yellow flag. That's M-Fuck. M-Fuck's gone round.
M-Fuck's gone off.
It's unfortunate for the Red Bull driver, but I'm
let's see if Rick can get him on the DRS zone.
Yeah, I was literally about to cut your attention to this battle. We'll have a look. Rick's
going to send one on the outside?
Round the outside, potentially. I think he's not going to back down from one. They're side by side. It's Rick literally touch and go here between these two. As Chris goes over to one
side of the track.
Rick's going to try. Go
outside. Rick can have the inside of the next corner. And he's going to get it.
Do it here.
And Chris is biting back at him. Oh, this is very bad. Oh, like.
And Rick concedes, and it's a beautiful battle here in the first sector. Here.
Once you're on the outside of that, once you're on the outside of that third turn, that's it. You've been overtaken.
Yeah.
Very dangerous to send a move up there.
I thought there might have been a crash there potentially.
Chris gets a penalty. We could see this player part as Kieran when Kieran did lose out to Rick due to penalty.
Yes, he lost out to him in Spain, I remember.
Archie's now still in P4. Jacob's still within.
Yeah, he's. I was about to say he's within 5/10. But the man I actually want to look at is the man in front of him, Archie. Oh wait, actually no, I don't, because
M-Fuck's out.
And Chris is Rick's overtaking Chris on the final
corner. It's another safety car.
And that's unfortunate for Chris and Gal, because they can't pit on under the safety car too, because they've just gone past. And M-Fuck's left.
Yeah, the safety car probably will come in about a lap or two, depending on most likely next lap.
The question is, no, Rom won't get unlapped, which is annoying because you know, Rom does want to get unlapped and start racing. You know, Josh, Shuskra, Yannick, you know, all of them lot. I don't know. Shuskra is pitting on for new hearts.
Josh pits.
Yes, Josh is pit as well.
I think Rom is still staying in this race. He's gonna look. He even wants to overtake. We've seen him get in the way of people, get in the way of many front runners, and he's still looking to overtake two. Maybe wait until they get in a mess, so then he can unlap himself once another safety car arrives.
Yeah, potentially.
He still believes that he's could be in this race again.
The thing is, Chris has got now a functional 3-second penalty. I know Rick very well, and I'm assuming you do too. He's not a man to get penalties.
And Rick's ahead of him now, somehow.
He is. Which is going to be even worse for Chris, because he's also got a pit. Rick can go to the end on these tyres if you can really push it. You can do some Checo Perez style managing.
Chris has not. Chris hasn't pitted.
He's on 12 lap old mediums. So actually, I'm gonna focus back to the Williams of Archie in 4th. He's in one of the best positions currently, if your name's not Rick. Gal Obviously, he's been trying to get past him for a few laps. He's got to have DRS, but he's going to have... I know he was good at restarts, he got Jacob on the restart. He's going to have a tyre advantage over Gal.
Chris is not going to pit.
Chris has pitted, so I think that's the most tactical thing to do. Come out behind Josh, or maybe just ahead of him. But some more
Gal's also going to pit.
He's going to go on hards. Yes, Gal is going to pit as well. So, Archie has got P2, he's got to get past Rom as well, so it's kind of like another Gal situation here. So, I think the objective for Rick is he's hoping for not another safety car, and try to stretch out the gap as much as possible.
We've only got 12 in this race, 12 today, currently, after all the DNFs. It's one of the lowest attendance records this season.
In Formula V. Obviously after the drastic events of last week, which we hope to never repeat, and as one of the admin teams, I have taken some responsibility for this, but obviously it should never happen again with what happens, and I won't go into further detail on that.
Yeah, it has definitely left some mark on the entertainment of it. As we don't have a, but Chris is living up to the replacement.
Yes, he's living up to the expectations of what one driver was having currently.
He's doing exactly what he was doing before, so he's the perfect replacement. And it's his own clanmate or whatever, because they do have the same name. But Chris is in 11th now.
Yeah, see the thing is, Rom, he needs to just get out of the way. In my opinion.
But he won't, because he's only got one to jump here. And then...
No, he's got one to jump and he's on lap. And if he gets out of a second of him, he won't get blue flagged.
So Rom's gonna have to.
They have two different goals. Who knows?
But it's not gonna matter too much if Rick does get jumped by him. As you can see, Rom's staying really tight into him.
Yeah, but again, last time that happened.
Oh, he's side by side with him, and he got
caught napping, and he's got caught napping again. Archie's had to sit behind Rom to be a legal overtake. Tobias might go for Jacobo here, going into P3, but
and Archie,
maybe a double move.
And Archie's spun it.
He's hit Tobias.
Oh, this is...
And Bufferino.
I think it was wrong.
Oh my god, it's carnage.
Oh, it's a big crash, and now Chris has just passed by it. I don't think he's been tagged by it.
Bufferino and Josh, both out.
Two Alfa Romeos off the track. Now we're going to have 10, so everyone that will finish will get points. So Rom has played the...
There's a... Velocity had the front wing. No, he doesn't. Chris is to P5 already. Tobias, I know, has damage. He does. Archie has damage.
I think Rom has actually caused that there collision between him and Archie.
I'm not sure. I'm actually, from what I saw, I thought it might have been Phil, because Phil drifted over, and then all of a sudden pandemonium ensued. Because I think he might have hit a car.
Archie's not going to be very happy about that, getting his race ruined by a lapped car, who's still trying to fight.
No. Oh yeah, actually yes, I remember. No, don't worry. Rom, there's a Mercedes who's gone very wide, and there's a Mercedes in the barrier. It's Tobias. He can't get himself out the barrier. I believe he's stuck.
Both Alfa Romeos officially out now.
Yeah. But Tobias is just sat in the barrier.
Tobias is also out pretty much.
Oh,
so
no,
that means Rom is gonna get alright points. Yep.
I think Tobias... I don't know where Tobias is. Because he was saying Tobias was in a wall, and I can't see Tobias. It's glitching again, which is annoying. Right, okay. I'm just gonna go on board with Rick, and actually, no, I'll go on board with Jacobo here. And, Yannick. Do you know what? If Ferrari do get this is an amazing haul of points for them.
I think they could be higher, you know.
They could be, but this will be absolutely massive for them, as I think Rom has been let pass by Yannick. If I'm
Jacob did tell me he was going to win the race, and he said he was going to go prime That's not happening this weekend. But there is still, we're nearly halfway through the race, so there is still time for him to prove me wrong. Tobias is out.
So yes, I thought Tobias was out because he went into a wall, and this is again just the lobby being completely glitched.
Oh, the lobby is still glitched.
The order is not great. If I look at the Discord currently, it's not streaming, so I don't have to worry about.
Jacob is in second. So could we see a win? If we see another safety car,
maybe. Oh,
potentially.
I think it's back to normal now. Cool.
I can't make fun of Ferrari this weekend if it's a double podium.
No, I actually think there could be potentially a Ferrari.
And my driver is also out. I would like to see Verify, and Verify would have been pretty high up in this race if he had attended.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you'll have TV on you.
Yep.
Yeah. Let me have a look. I've been mentioned twice. No.
The race control chat is not ringing out.
Right. Sorry. I'm back. Yannick. Oh, sorry. Wait, hang on. Rom's trying to get past Jacobo here.
Jacob's not going to be very happy with this. I'm sure a lot of drivers are not happy with Rom at the moment, especially the stewards.
No, I don't think there will be, and obviously I don't know if they can get involved with it functionally.
But
who knows? Rom's going to go for it here on Jacobo. He's made the move. He's made the move stick. Jacobo probably won't be too fast. The Rom's got past him, unless obviously, you know, he can. He's going a lot quicker than him, but I don't think he is. So now the task at hand is Rom's got to get out to 7 seconds up to Rick already. Jesus. So it looks like Rick has pulled out a big enough gap. He does have to pit again. I don't think Chris can do much here, but been screwed over a bit by strategy.
Ron being back into this race in the same lap as everybody else is a miracle for him if he can pull it off.
I think.
Oh, Rick has stopped. Rick has stopped.
I think Rick might have spun here.
Oh, and I think he has because his tire, he kind of slipped up on that curve there. So I think his tires are a bit burnt. That allows Rom now. That allows Rom actually maybe send one down here.
I don't think he will. I don't think Rom's.
Oh, and Rom actually is. He actually was thinking of it.
I think he was. I thought he was as well. Who knows? But he's gone a little into the second last corner. Jacobo's had a little bit of oversteer. That allows probably Yannick to maybe get through. Why well, Yannick's a tier 2 Division 1 driver. Like, could Jamie not make it or something?
If we even see Rom potentially even gets above P6 if he does end up, he needs 2 more safety cars in order to get back into this race. Or if he can jump Rick now, then
he won't need Rick, 2. And what he wants is a safety car. Rick wants the opposite because obviously that will allow Chris to get back into the race.
Rom is depending entirely on luck.
He is. Also, I'm just going to gather your attention. The Gal is going faster than Chris.
Yeah, Gal's very, very much ahead of him.
Because he gained about 3 seconds last lap.
We've got the top 5 at Harrods.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what's just happened there. Gal's just, I don't know, I think the leaderboard might have glitched.
Oh, there you go, it's gone again.
Oh.
I think it's going to be like this for a little while here. Chris set a bar to that with a 118.1, basically 118.2, so we're about that.
The battle is actually focused on Rom and Rick at the moment, actually. So can Rom even send one down here? This is one of the weirdest situations
possible. I'm also going to alert to your attention. I don't know about team orders if Yannick and Jacobo want to swap positions, but from ERS perspective,
I think Jacob will have priority as he is the main driver.
He is, but who knows? Oh, Gal had disconnection issues, and it seems Chris has caught up with him rapidly. 3.3 seconds, 117.9 for the Red Bull driver.
Yes, this is the proper order. So leaderboard's not glitched right now.
No, it's not. I think an overtake could be coming.
Oh, Rom's got a penalty.
3-second penalty. Oh, I thought Archie was pitting for a second, but he's not.
Oh yeah, actually, I forgot about Archie here. He's driving a very lonely race. Archie is, he always does drive a very lonely race.
Well, he wasn't actually until the incident with Rom. I'm sure that'll be investigated after the race. There could be potentially a multiple reports between these guys.
Really, the only things the stewards can be irritated with Rom about is the incident between him and Archie into turn 1.
Yeah, and I think actually Phil caused the next incident. That's just from what I saw, but I'm not a steward, so I cannot make that decision fully. But that's just again what I saw.
So Jacob and Yannick are slingshotting each other, so they're gonna end up pushing up the field.
Yep, and obviously, you know, if they keep it clean, it's going to be a good result here for Ferrari.
Rick's biggest worry is Rom.
It is, again, because Rom is pushing like a madman. He's on 3% ERS.
Rick's used a bit of curb.
He has. Who knows? Another team I want to alert to is the boys in 4th and 5th. Obviously, Schuster is an Aston Martin, but he's actually not. He's an AlphaTauri driver.
Oh, and Rom's off! Rom's off! And he's into the barrier. So that is his plan. It is his plan, depending on luck, completely out the window now.
And Schuster is trying to get past. He gets past Rom successfully. That's Rom out the race basically now.
He had a chance there. He was really pushing the luck. He was pushing his luck a lot there.
Will it be if he DNS? Will it be 3 pointless finishes in a row? I believe. This will not be the best start to the season for Rom.
Rom's luck has been incredibly disappointing for him.
There's another word you could use, but we're not going to say it here because we may get kicked off our jobs. We'll say that. If you know, you know.
Spin. Rom has it's a spinning problem.
Ray put in the chat. He's driving backwards.
No.
Rom.
That's
just a glitch. Oh, hang on. Yeah, Rom's pit. I think. Will it be a retirement? It's not. I'm going to say he might go for fastest, but he's not. News. Velocity is 1.5 behind Chris.
So that's Chris's so
Chris in AI.
Chris, oh, I think he's.
I don't know what's happened.
He's not happy. I don't think so with this. But it looks to be Chris scrapping with the other McLaren this time. It's not the McLaren he wants to be battling.
No, it's not, and it's Chris's AI. So Velocity's going to try to look for a way past quickly. I was going to say Chris, and quickly they mixed. It's really annoying. But Velocity's looking to get past. Chris, his AI, is defending like a madman. And Velocity makes a move stick and that's him up to P6. Chris is probably not the happiest guy you want to come across, but he's now out of AI mode, so he is driving functionally now. I can definitely say this. And you can see there's a little bit of pace difference here between these two. Velocity's going to defend hard on the inside, but Chris is going to send it here around the outside, looking for a switchback potentially. Nothing there is on, but he's going to go
send around the outside again?
Go into the second to last corner, and I don't think he can do anything.
But he's got the next 2 DRS zones. Is he going to actually send it on the inside now?
I thought he was.
And he's lost a lot of space and time there in that last corner. So now he's not going to be able. He might not be able to get the move.
I'm going to come back to what I said earlier. ERS advantage. He's got about a 25% ERS advantage. If he stays patient, the move's definitely on.
Is he going to send it down? Oh, and Velocity doesn't leave space there for him to make it. He doesn't leave the door open.
I don't think he will. I think Yannick is going to stay behind Jacobo, purely because Jacobo is number 1 driver in this situation. So I think those two are going to stay as they are, and I think at the minute it's going to put Rick in a very comfortable position to win this race again. As
so
Chris
is ahead
on Velocity.
And Velocity's trying to come back in the chicane. Oh, and he's pushed. Velocity is off the track.
I'm not gonna lie, Velocity turned into him there, and he just went. Chris gave him enough room, and Velocity kind of turned into him, and
Velocity shouldn't have been going for a move down the chicane.
Maybe, I don't think so.
Chicanes are definitely not the move you want to be making in modern Formula 1 cars.
Especially not a that chicane, as it's one of the tightest around any circuit. I'm going to pull your attention again to Rom, because he's now behind Velocity and Chris, and on a substantial amount of ERS compared to these two. He's actually got more than the both of them.
He's got the best view currently of the battle on track, the best battle on track at the moment.
He does, and I think Velocity is going to go for it here into turn 1. Looking around the outside,
Oh, and
Chris breaks very
Archie's
late.
off. Archie's off.
Yeah, Archie spun it. I'm gonna keep
Rom's
on the
retired.
battle. Rom's out of the session. He's retired on track. Safety car.
The safety car's out.
Velocity got it.
And Rom would have loved this a long time ago.
But Velocity has got it. There's only 8 drivers remaining.
So Rom's completely lost the tire.
It's more like bumper cars in F1.
Check the settings just to be sure. Because Jetpack could have another chance.
I just need to
Okay, damage is on standard.
There is absolute pandemonium going on here.
So the safety car,
We,
Yannick now leads the Grand Prix.
I'm just looking about restarts. Yeah, they're saying no restarts. Cool.
Why are they asking for? It was because of that collision.
No, they're saying because of glitches in the lobby.
But there's been no real glitches that affect them, has there?
I've put in complete bold no restart unless they're all retiring.
Every 2 hours, race for 2 hours, slow mo on.
Oh, wait. Yannick's overtaken Rick. Has Rick pitted? Oh, Rick is pitted. And so is Jacobo. So, Shoeskra, Gal, Chris and Velocity are all on softs. The Jacobo and Rick are on mediums, and Yannick is on hards.
I think there could potentially be a restart. A lot of people want to restart. Yeah, I think we'll get a restart.
I'm talking to Evans about it currently in CEO, so I'll get an official thing about it now. Let me
If they want to call it, they need to call it now.
I'm asking them to make a decision now. Because if they're calling it now.
We could end up getting a 5-lap sprint if the safety car.
They are saying that. So basically, what people are saying is they've just crashed out and they wanted a restart. That's pretty much how it's worked. I think, in my opinion, I can put a bit better myself. Yeah, and they're saying it's from no fault of their own. So if it was the game's fault, we would have restarted. But it's not their fault.
These things happen in racing.
Yeah. We are going to keep going. There is no restart. I'm going to say publicly again, no restarts available.
So we won't be restarting. We'll get a 8-lap sprint. It looks to be.
Will do. And I don't think
actually
the top 3 are in the best position currently because all the cars behind them are on soft tyres.
Archie's
a raging Red Bull.
Archie's caught up now, so the safety car will most likely come on his lap.
It'll make a call in 3, 2, 1 now. Told you.
Safety car is coming in.
That's pretty sick, can't lie.
I don't even know how you knew.
It comes in at the end of sector 2.
Jacob is actually in the position to prove me wrong currently, and I'm gonna eat my words if this happens, and I'm a bit scared it's gonna happen. But I wouldn't mind if it did happen.
I'm backing Chris because he's on new softs.
So we're gonna get a safety car restart. It's nearly the green flag waved.
Yannick's gone, but Rick stayed with him well.
Everyone's got a good restart.
Going down into turn 1 here.
Yannick's still defending. He's gone down. Oh! And Yannick's had to catch a slide. Jacob's passed him out. Jacobo's got Chris is still on the session.
Archie's front wing's gone. He's hit
down.
That's
a bad race for Archie. Chris is back up to P3. He's gonna look for Jack. Chris is back to hunt down Rick.
And he's on new softs, which gives him the tyre advantage.
It's like Abu Dhabi.
Do not go anywhere, folks. Right.
Jacob's got to do. He's lost a chance to catch up to win, unless Rick somehow bins it. I doubt it.
Which we actually have seen today. Who knows? But Chris
is going to make a move.
And he has to do it now. He's gone for it down the inside on Jacobo. He's made the move stick.
Jacobo gets better traction out. Oh, and if you go wide if you go wide on that there corner, you lose loads of time. And he's pushed Chris wide because Chris has to go wide there.
He has to concede. I think there's going to be a move into turn 1. Rick's as fast as after the race.
No DRS just yet.
Is on pure ERS.
Is Chris gonna send one down the inside? He does.
He's gonna absolutely send it. And with the tyres, he's gonna have it. He's gonna stop it and rotate well.
Is Jacob gonna come back for turn 2? And that's pretty much Jacob. Jacobo has lost the position now, and Yannick, who led the race at one point, is down to P6 after just getting. Oh, and Yannick spun, and he hit the barrier, and his wheel has come off. His tyres off. Could that be another safety? That is a safety car! It is another safety car, and that will allow Jacob to catch back up and Chris to completely be up Rick's tail.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, would you think Rick would pit here?
I don't think so. It wouldn't be a wise decision. His mediums are 2 laps. His mediums are just 2 laps old. He should have pitted for the softs.
He should have. Let's have a look at what is Rick gonna do. Is he gonna pit or is he gonna stay out?
Rick is staying out for now. The safety car hasn't come out just yet. I think it's going to leave the pits. It's going to leave the pit next lap.
No, it hasn't. It's left the pit. It's at the exit of turn 1. I'll see it in a second.
Oh, it has.
If you look on board with Rick, yep.
So that is the safety car, and the safety car will most likely only last 1 lap, as I think Edge is in the pits now. So Archie will probably catch up, and that will we'll actually probably have to wait another lap, or we could get racing just now.
Who knows? Only thing is, I am gonna say is Rick has to beat sorry, Chris has to beat Rick by 3 seconds. Obviously, he has to got that 3-second penalty.
Chris is not in a good position with only 10 races, and it's his first race, and he's gonna be on the podium most likely. So we probably won't see him champion this season. We've already don't have much of a chance at it, but next season we will be seeing an excellent battle.
I think we will.
Because there's been new TPs who's had to just bring in stuff as an emergency, but they will know everyone's pace now.
Exactly, because of this race, which is fair. There's not many of them racing anymore.
So Haas, I'm not very happy about Haas at the moment, having a very good weekend. Archie's pretty much caught up, so the safety car will come in next lap.
Oh my lord.
Archie, Rick's alongside the safety car.
Oh my goodness, I know why he's doing it. Rick, I've just realised. Yes, Rick, I got the reference.
Huh?
Thank you, Rick. You're doing it for the stream. Yes. Rick, don't worry. It's not going unnoticed. Don't worry. So I have a thing when I'm commentating. If there's a safety car, I like the leader to go up next to the safety car to show the stream, just so the stream has a little bit to talk about.
Ah.
I didn't even realise. Oh my goodness! And Rick, because I was commentating Kieran's league earlier. Kieran did it. Rick was in my chat and he said, "I'll try do that later."
That's pretty cool that he can just say that and then actually do it in the lead.
He actually did it. Damn. Okay. Right. Fair enough, Rick.
That is quite cool. I think we need. That's a TikTok.
I know that's a TikTok. That is a TikTok. You should get a Siski appreciation post for Rick. That's a TikTok and a half.
So we're gonna get a 5 lap. We're gonna get 5 laps of racing.
Yep. Sorry. My mother's texting me.
Jacobo on the medium, so he's not gonna get it the best start off the line. So Chris is in a medium sandwich, but that's not a good thing. That's not a bad thing for him.
Yeah, it's absolute pandemonium in different race chat. Or actually, no, sorry, in general, it is. A lot of people are not happy. Safety car will be in this lap. We'll have a few laps of racing. If you want CF, I will give you a few seconds to check the chat if you want to refresh what's happening currently. But it is actually proper pandemonium.
Oh, it is. Safety car is in. Chris has come so many laps and so many stops, so many strategies and all this way to come to hunt down Rick. He's nearly alongside him. He doesn't get the best start off it, but Chris is nearly alongside him.
Oh wait, hang on. Archie's round again.
Oh, Archie's not having a nice race.
Velocity goes round the outside of Jacobo here.
Jacobo's lost the point. Jacobo's still side by side with him.
Schuster's got past.
Oh, they touch.
I think there's been a little bit of team orders.
Jacobo's inside, and he's lost the inside. He's lost the inside of that corner. That's brilliant by Velocity to get traction there mid corner.
And if he gets ahead of 3 seconds of him, it's a double McLaren podium, which would be amazing.
We've only got 7 in this race at the moment due to that collision.
Oh my lord. Who are we interviewing at the end of the race? Are we interviewing just the race winner? Or top 3?
We could pick out somebody else as well.
Yeah, maybe. Chris gets another 3-second penalty.
And that is most likely
6 seconds.
Unless Rick, the only thing that he can't really do is Rick crashing, because there's absolutely no chance he's gonna get 6 seconds on him. Rick sets the fastest lap.
To be fair, Chris has served 5 seconds of that penalty in pits. He's got 6 seconds legitimately, but he served 5 seconds in the pits when it actually was for hitting. I think it was Rom under the safety car.
So it's 1 second.
It's 1 second currently.
It's not going to be.
Does get removed.
Oh. So that's we've actually have a battle. Chris sets the purple sector 1. Oh, and he's gone off the track.
Oh, very wide there.
I think he's gained. I think he's gained a little bit of an advantage there, in my opinion.
No, I don't know, because it's a 10.5 now. Obviously, he does have tyre advantage, but I'm not sure if that's competitive advantage there from the Red Bull driver. We'll have a look and see maybe at the end of the race. Obviously, stewards are probably going to be jam-packed with incidents.
So we will not see move done by Chris, I'd say, this lap. Next lap on the DRS homes, that is his chance.
Yeah, it's only 3 tenths between these guys. We'll have a look. But
will Chris send one down? Oh, imagine.
That's gonna be a few.
DRS is not active just yet. So it's active now. So we'll get it on the next. It will get it
until next lap technically.
Oh,
I don't believe, because DRS detection zone is before the lap started. Rick has a little bit of oversteer, sorry. This gives Chris a little bit of an opportunity to go for it potentially. I don't think he's going to do it. It's ever so close, and Rick is.
Chris might do it in. If Rick was wide or something. Oh,
Yeah.
there's still about 2 more overtaking spots on the track. Until the DRS zone. Oh, and Chris is just to catch the slide. He's lost a tenth or so around there. And Chris locks up just a little bit, just a micro lock up. Now this is a chance. This is the overtaking zone here. It's not a very good one, but it can do.
5 lap or a 1 shot.
5 lapper with a 1 shot. That would just resets the grid.
Completely.
We could we could do one. We could do the current order. What would happen probably is the current order and then 1 shot with the rest.
I don't know.
Jacobo is still looking for the moving velocity. He's actually gonna maybe make it down into turn 1.
I think, and also with the penalty, I think he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna get another penalty. He's gonna get another he's gonna overtake on him.
And that is him up in the P3.
Chris is very close to Rick. He's gonna go down the inside. He breaks.
He's not actually, because Rick can give him just enough room.
Oh,
it is again just enough room.
He breaks slightly. And he tags his rear wheel, and he goes off the track, and he's gonna have to give that position back.
I don't think he is actually.
Oh, and he pushes Rick off the track.
He's done a Hamilton versus Alonso, not Alonso, Hamilton versus someone where he overtook him into turn 4. It was Gasly or Sonoda. Who he did it to. AlphaTauri came up to my mind.
Oh, and he's still trying to get the move on the chicane. There's one more overtaking zone.
Oh, he does. No, he does.
He switched direction completely there.
And I was about to say, I thought he was going to get the place back there. Jacobo is actually going to get P2 here. Chris will be bogged down to P5.
He'll get P2 on here, which will give him more attention on the podium. And he was he could have done that. He could have done that if he had.
This is for the win.
Oh, and he's going to pick up the scraps nearly. Oh, and Velocity tries to stick his business in there. He's the odd one out he's a Ferrari. So it's the 2 McLarens jumping.
The Rick and Jacobo is the battle for the win. Schumacher is also technically net P3. But Rick's going to go for it here on Chris. He's going to send it around the outside here. Chris
does it. Chris does it. He forces Rick off the track a little bit. Rick is not happy with that.
Rick is going to go the long way round.
Oh, and they dodge. Oh, and Chris is spun. Chris goes toppling down the order. He's stopped completely. He's given up. Now Jacobo, can he win on the last lap of this race? If it was on softs, he'd have a much better chance.
I'm going to be honest. I don't think he can. I don't think Rick is.
I don't think it will happen. But if Jacobo,
still going to be P2 for the Ferrari driver.
He's still got a little bit more of a lap to go. He's got about 1 more raw overtaking zone.
But I'm going to say, AlphaTauri 3 and 4. That's a very good result for the team. But obviously, you know, with Stewart and instance and things, we'll have a look. Who knows? And obviously, after the race, is going to be pure pandemonium in the chat. I
don't think Jacob was going to do this unless Rick could go wide at this. Yeah, that's it. Rick's I think he's won it.
So Rick, he's going to come through the final corner. This is going to be again another win here for Rick. 3 from 3. He's won the Hungarian Grand Prix. He's done it in style. Jacobo will do so well for P2. Shoescrub will get P3. Gal P4. Great result from the AlphaTauri team. It'll be Velocity in P5 to try to salvage something for the McLaren team. Archie P6 and Chris will be your last finisher.
Chris has worked so hard. He's worked so extremely hard this race. And unfortunately, on the last 2 laps.
That's the end of the race, but I don't know who we're interviewing, I'll be honest.
Chu does deserve driver of the day from my perspective.
Yeah.
I think we could. Well, that's another win for Rick in his dominant run so far.
I think that's 3 wins from 3. This fastest lap on each of them.
He's done absolutely everything right. A little bit of contact on the last lap. That was a beautiful last lap there.
It was. It was a nice fight, little battle. But you know.
But that's Id's on the podium. But unfortunately, we cannot be showing that for TikTok as he is in Aston Martin.
Yeah.
And Gal P4, that is an excellent finish for AlphaTauri.
P3 and 4. I think Schuster's my driver of the day, in my opinion.
That's their best. Yeah, he's done absolutely well in this race. He's avoided all the carnage as well. I think.
Yeah, who will we
Rick and Jacob.
Rick Jacobo. Oh wow. Cool. I've said prepared for the interviews basically. Jacobo's very happy.
I'm sure he's just just a tiny bit irritated by the not getting the win, but I don't think I don't think he really cares that much.
Who knows? Can you wait? Is this the entire meeting, or do I have to add people to the party?
Yeah, add Rick.
I'm not sure it'll be able to add him on that account, but who knows? Let's have a look.
I don't know his username. Do you know his username?
No, but we could probably. I can just search him up now.
It's _Rick.
Rick.
I got it. Let's see. Got it. Okay, right. Cannot add
Players because of their settings.
Yeah.
The account that doesn't allow them to the settings. So we'll add Jacobo.
Yeah, we'll interview Jacobo first.
8 Jacobo.
37, I think that's what it is. It is.
He's
cool.
added.
Well then. Cool. Right. You can ask whatever questions you want.
Prime Jacob in Hungary.
Yep. I told you.
You didn't get the win.
You could have though.
Yes, you could have.
We will. Ferrari, we are going to be filing a report.
What is Rick? Did Rick do anything wrong?
Is Rick going to join?
He's on his account where he where the settings are bugged, so he's going to switch accounts really quickly and I'll join. So we can start the interview and I'll add Rick to the party, so it's alright. If you guys want to start.
Alright,
I don't know why I'm thinking.
do you think you could have got the win? Are you a little bit gutted about not getting the win?
My main priority was just to finish on the podium. When the second or third safety car came out, it was very stressful. I don't like safety car restarts.
Yeah, we
everyone around me was on sub, so I was very wary of that.
Yeah, I would say we definitely saw. Oh, an error to go in the following application. It seems like my game crashed. That's nice.
Did you
Sorry,
underfuel? Did you underfuel the car?
No, actually, my lap 1 and 2, I started off the race on 0.8, but at maybe the end of lap 1, it went down to 0.6, so I was a bit worried. So when the first VSC came out, I immediately started saving fuel. There was no need in the end.
Yeah, your ERS drainage was very high that race.
It was. I'm gonna ask a question to because I'm gonna ask a question towards Rick. Rick, obviously, you I'm gonna say something because it's a little bit personal. Like you saw earlier, because I'm assuming you were watching Kieran's League stream. That obviously ERS was very, very important in the race. How do you think ERS and safety cars and everything just affected the race in general today?
I managed to save quite a lot, but always the safety car came out, so I didn't have to save anything because there was so many safety cars.
That's fair enough. I'm going to ask a very, very boring question I ask to pretty much everyone I interview. How do you feel that you have won the Hungarian Grand Prix?
I'm feeling great because I was struggling quite a lot in practice. Then I heard 2 days before the race that Chris was going to race, and it's obviously very quick. So I was stressing a bit, but yeah, you got a bit unlucky in the race.
Yeah, final question I'm going to ask you is, you know, that final lap incident with you and Chris, obviously Chris spinning, what happened there? Can you talk to us about that from your point of view?
I think I left enough space, but I talked to him already and he said
That's fair enough. I don't know if you want to ask any more questions, CF. Okay. CF, do you want to ask any questions?
No.
Alright, cool. You guys can, you guys may leave if you guys want to. Congratulations on the podium for the both of you.
Thank you.
But yeah, that's going to be probably it here from myself and CF. Myself on a late arrival. But yeah, that was a very hectic race, something I wasn't really expecting. But you know, these things happen, and hopefully that doesn't happen again next week with the
Imola.
Yeah,
We're in Imola.
So
it's very tight track, so there's gonna be a little bit dodgy moves.
I think there will be, but from myself, all I can really say is it's been an honor to commentate in this race, like always. I'm just happy I've done it with you, CF, for the first time ever, and hopefully we can do more in the future. Who knows?
This has been the Hungarian Grand Prix.